A little reset. This is welcome to the Rotary Club of Global Impact meeting. Our club number is 224228, District 7680, and based in North Carolina. We are a virtual club. We are recording this meeting. This is a public meeting. We will have Martin Mongiello be presenting. I will be sharing screen. So Marty, if you just want to welcome everybody as I go present the screen, give a few minutes.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Maria Dolores is here, I see, from California. We woke her up early. And Mark Friedland, thank you for joining us in from Charlotte. Istiak Doza, also coming in from Bangladesh today. Great to see Istiak. Also, happy to see Quanta Dawn Light. I just saw her at the foundation dinner. It's just amazing, 330 people at dinner. And Shankar from India, Shankar Damodaran, and Stormy Mongiello. My wife is here with us also from Grover, North Carolina. Welcome to everybody.
Great. And this is going to be a great meeting because we're learning about Kiva. We just had Bella is also a new member. Let me mod everybody up who is a member. If you're not modded, it's because you're not a member. And I will also be fixing a little bit of the sound effects.
Yeah, it looks like on Clubhouse, I would just like to welcome Bella and Jean Marie from Texas, Bella from Atlanta. Also, Carolina from Chile is on in Clubhouse, and Charlene from Canada is on. Charlene, I'm going to invite you to speak up on Clubhouse, up on stage. So for the members on from Clubhouse, welcome to everybody. Jean Marie has been traveling, by the way. I'm not sure if she's in Scotland or back in Texas, but Charlene is saying she can't join up on stage right now. Also, a house member is Chris, is in on the meeting, checking us out. And not to be forgotten, Sakawat Hussain from Pakistan was on during our president's open hours. So we have an hour open house that the president has from 10 to 11 all the time. So if you'd like to just talk or hang out, always come in at 10. I think that's a great idea she's been doing. Thank you, Patty.
Oh, you're welcome. And again, grab a cup of coffee. Maybe you want to take your shoes off. I'm not sure. But I'm going to play our song in the sentiments of our club and Rotary International. And then we're going to do a little bit of, housekeeping and present our winner of our presidency for 2026, 2027, also Sergeant at Arms results. And then we'll get right into it with the presentation, past President Marty showing us a little bit about Kiva, which is also great. And also welcome Stormy and past President Pauline.
And a new member, Erkam. Erkam is on.
Oh, there you go, Erkam. We got a full house here. So here we go. Enjoy. This is about 2.5 minutes song, and then we'll get right into it. Okay, here we go. Ooh, it's not letting me. Okay, what's going on here?
It doesn't like you today.
Oh,
maybe you fiddle with it and you want to play it at the end.
Absolutely.
As an extra. Well, then, if it's okay with you, I would just like to ask if anybody of the committees would like to support Patty. Maybe Dr. Pauline Crawford would like to announce the results of the election, since she was one of the certifying officials calling around.
Good morning, Marty. Good morning, Patty. Good morning to everybody here. Welcome. Glad to see you, Maria. We spoke on it yesterday. And Iziak, are you there? Iziak?
Yep, I'm here.
Good, because announcing delighted to announce the results for 26, 27. We're so ahead of ourselves that you are to be our president that year. Round of applause.
Thank you.
And your Sergeant at Arms will be Paul Brandis. I'm not sure that Paul's on the call today, but we know that he's a fabulous Sergeant at Arms. So welcome, Iziak. Please say something. We're so delighted that you're going to become that president 26, 27.
First of all, I am shocked Marty, you should just put his name in there. And like, what's to lose? Just like two other good. I was honestly, thinking that hopefully Brittany will get it, or maybe even Shankar.
It was close.
Yeah, I'm sure. But Patty, can I share my screen for 1 second?
Absolutely. I just
Yes.
wanted to see the results here, just to show
Sure.
you the proof in the pudding.
Very
I
close.
as well.
Wow.
We got Istiak won by 36.8%, and Paul Brandis won by 89.5%, because some people did abstain. They weren't sure, so they decided they're not going to vote. But thank you so much. I'm going to stop presenting, and Istiak, take it away.
So as soon as I found out that I had won, this thing came to me. Give me a second. Where is it? Window. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Nope.
Right now it's just here. Oh,
There
here
you
it
go.
comes.
I was like, oh man, no way. So
Is that an omen?
I have no idea. But anyways, but I do want to thank everyone for the support. And yeah, I'm looking forward to I've had some good presidents before me. I had Marty, I've had Polly, Dr. Polly, I have Patty. I'm looking forward to reduce presidency and learning from it. I've got 2 more years to learn as much as possible, and then hopefully I can contribute as much more to the club's success. Thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy.
That's great. Well, congratulations. And you are going to be amazing. You've been very hands-on. Honestly, you've done so much. You've helped me so much, not only in my presidency, but when I was secretary. And you really, you're just a team player, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you for that. And I did show the results. If you want to take a sneak peek again, I will show one more time. Here we go. Just one more time, the results, and hope you could see it. Yeah, can you see that?
Yep, we
Okay,
see
here
it.
we go.
It was so close. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
mean, literally, Brittany Flatley and Istiak and Shanker, it was so close. It was unbelievable.
yep.
I think we know, like,
That's a good race. That's a good race when it's close like that. I like that,
and their campaign platforms were all put together very nicely. I was really proud of their campaign vision, goals, and mission. And Brittany even did a video. So, yep.
Yeah, her video was great. And, Brittany came so close so many times. I hope she keeps running.
I do too.
Ruby just joined us. Thank you, Ruby, and everybody on Clubhouse. Thanks for hanging in here. I will present the screen on Clubhouse just so you could see all our friends here. And hold on, let me see if I could present this. Let me see the windows, and we got that. Share. Here we go. Okay, Marty, take it away.
Okay, happy to present today as a certified ambassador for Kiva. I have been a member of Kiva for a long time, and originally starting in 2005, Kiva has been really cranking away and doing fantastic things. I'll share my screen now and just say that, we're so proud of what Kiva is doing. And I'm going to show to you a lot of the things across the earth that we're involved in with helping people. But really is about open financial opportunity to all people. And so that's our big goal in Kiva. When I was offered earlier this year to become part of their brand new ambassador program and to get certified, I jumped all over that because everybody knows I'm the biggest fanatic about Kiva. So I was super excited about that and the opportunity to do that. So this is how I now have become a part of Kiva as an ambassador. And today I'm going to showcase the problem, what microfinance is all about, Kiva's impact, Kiva in the United States and across the world, and then how to get involved and open it up to Q&A. This is going to be one of the most important slides on this presentation because it has my QR code here. If you'd like to become a member of my financial portfolio and join the United States Presidential Service Center, we are an official lending team at Kiva. We lend all over the world. You would just shoot this QR code, and I'll make this entire slide presentation available on Rotary's website, Rotary Club of Global Impact. So you could look at it later, but just right now you would use your camera to take a snap of that QR code. And I'm going to show it again later during the presentation. And you can obviously just come in to become a member of our lending team. It costs no money, by the way. There is no charge. And we do have people that have told me, look, I just got my grandchildren back. I'm becoming a parent all over again, Marty. Give me 9 years. You know, I'm 67 years old. Give me 9 years, and then I'll lend $25 to your thing. I know it's a good thing, Martin, but I need about 9 years. My daughter was put in prison. Okay, so I understand those kinds of things, guys. I understand funerals, death, weddings, bankruptcy. Okay, I'm a bankrupt myself and a loser. You know, I'm divorced and remarried. I've been through it all. War zones. I've seen everything that a human could possibly see, from killing to massacres, to riding white Arabian horses across the open desert, camel caravans, flying in helicopters, going to the North Pole in submarines. You're not going to mention anything to me that I don't think I haven't seen, but I'm just an ordinary person that loves chickens. I never thought I would become a chicken farmer, but I did. And I've been a chicken farmer for 17 years. So dreams are universal, but we have to remember opportunity is not. And I have an investment in Palestine and in Israel right now through Kiva. And my investment in Palestine is a farm. And so here you can see one of our farmers, Muhi, in his chicken coop. So more than 1.4 billion people on Earth. Right now, we have about 8 billion people on Earth. 1.4 billion are unbanked. And so what that means is they don't have a checking or savings account at a bank or a credit union. And that means nobody in that house has a checking or savings account. So when people ask me, hey, Marty, what does unbanked mean? And you can see what unbanked means, like in the Dominican Republic with Maria here. So over 740 million of those people are like women like Maria. And so we have our work cut out for us. And since 2005, Kiva has envisioned a financially inclusive world. And we're trying to improve people's lives. And trust me, they want to improve their lives. They want to actually just make their own money. Okay. They're not looking for GoFundMe. They're not looking for grants. So that's a very important thing about Kiva is it is not GoFundMe. It's not a grant. You're not making a donation. We don't want any of that. You're doing a loan, you're getting your money back. So this is where I tell people, like, look, if you want to call the FBI today, if you want to make a report to the police about me, feel free, but I'm going to teach you today how to take $25 and turn it into 10 grand. All right. So if you want to write that down, he made that statement out loud. It was a fraud financial statement that he made, you know, and I just don't believe it's true. I'm going to show you how it is true. All right. Because the only person that would be a fraud here needing to be reported to anybody would be somebody that doesn't understand how this works. Okay. They would be the fraud, or they're looking within themselves therapeutically somehow to convince themselves inside of lies that I just don't want to get involved with anything for $25. I really just don't want to help anyone. Okay. I'd rather just keep the $25 for myself. All right. And that, my friends, is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that want to come in and help underserved communities and pioneer crowdfunding with me. This is almost 20 years now. And the benefits is this is resilience and confidence. You're building financial literacy and business skills, and you're affecting the generational outcomes and assets of people for decades to come. Here you can see some of our Haitian refugees living in the Dominican Republic on the right. Okay. And so let me show you how microfinance works. It's really not that difficult, guys. Okay. If you wanted to buy a delivery truck for your business, you probably wouldn't ask people for donations. I think you'd be like everybody else, like me. I've had SBA loans. I paid them off 22 years early. I became a success after becoming a bankrupt. I know what it's like to lose and fail. All right. I'm unashamed of it. And there's a lot of people living in shame and blame. And so I bring them out and tell them you can try again, because everything that is real was once imagined. And so I have that on my coffee cup. Everything that is real was once imagined. All right. Doesn't matter what it is. So if you can imagine it, then you can create reality. And so this is a simple 8-step process. Somebody applies for the loan. The lending partner in that country, we have, about 300 lending partners that are vetted in about almost 80 countries will approve it. You, the individual, will lend a little, maybe $25. The loan will be funded. They go get their money. They invest in their livelihood. You get repaid. You then have a decision. Do I want to extract the cash back out for my greedy self, or do I just want to let it ride and reinvest it? So let's say you do start with that $25. And let's say you lend it, okay, and it does really great. Take this lady here from El Salvador, okay, Margarita. Let's say she pays the money back, and now you got your $25 back. All right. And then you're wondering, I guess I will just leave it sit in there. So then you take that 25 that you got back and you reinvest it. Now it has become 50. And then that comes back, and then you reinvest that. And that becomes, some of our loans are as little as like 2 months, 4 months long, 8 months long. It comes back, you've now got $100 capacity. And you just say to yourself, like, I don't really need the $100. I started with $25 in the year of 2024. It's now the year of 2054. It's been 30 years. I didn't need the $25. When I got that 100, I reinvested it. It became 200. When I got that 200, I reinvested it. It became 4. When I got that, I reinvested it. It was 8. I had $800 investment capacity. Do you know that if somebody came to me today, Tuesday, at 11:20 a.m. in the morning on November 12th and asked me, hey, can I snag 800? I'd probably be like, bro, you need like $800 from me? I was thinking no. How about no? Okay. I got that $800 back. By that time it was 2027. I got that 800 back. I reloaned it. It became 1,600. Remember, I started with $25. I told you that's all I was putting in. $25. Okay. I got you, bro. But that 800 became 1,600. And in 2028, it became 3,200. And by the time you reach 2030, it was $6,400. Do you know what it would be like for Dr. Pauline Crawford to have somebody pump her today for $6,400? Can I just get like $6,000, Pauline? Can you like just shoot it over? She would be like, who is this? It's Pauline. It's me. It's Marty. Just like 6,000. Maybe call Mark Friedland for $6,000. Okay. And when you get that 6,400 back from your investments, guess what? It might take until 2033. Yeah, you got it. Okay. You're already thinking inside of your little mind like a squirrel. It becomes 12,800. Do you know what it's like for Patty Frudenberg in New York to have 12,800 lending capacity on a dime? On a dime. Yeah, I'm doing a Kiva, Patty. Could you come in for like 10 grand? I wanted to know if Marty, Isti, and you 10, 10, 10. Yeah, I actually do in my account. I started with $25 in 2024. Yeah, I've got like over 10,000 sitting in there. What are you doing? Oh, we're starting a thing. Okay. Yeah, let me call Marty. We'll get like 3, 4, 5 of us. We'll all come in for 10 grand. This is how this works, guys. I don't need to keep doing this with you. You're not a child. We're all grown adults here. 12,800 times 2, you can already see where I'm headed, to where you have 25 grand. It may be the year of 2036, but you are sitting on 25 grand that you have lending capacity. You started with 25 bucks. And after that, in the year of 2040, you've got 50,000 that you're sitting on. You can lend $50,000 to somebody. Okay. This is how this works. It's not that difficult to understand. People all have dreams. I just got done saying everything that is real on earth. A lot of people like to tell you that from a hedge fund manager. Why don't you focus on reality, something that's real? I'm like, dude from New York, everything that is real, that is reality based, was imagined first. Okay? Get it through your head. I'm not giving up on my imagination anytime soon. Okay? And you can see what we're doing. The impact that we have is indomitable. Indomitable. We have broken hedge funds. We have broken banks. Okay? And I talk with hedge fund managers and they're like, yeah, I saw something, Marty. You're part of a Road to 3 billion club and you retired your membership. Some $2 billion club you belong to. You raised $2 billion. Yeah, we did. So I'd like to come in. I'm like, well, yeah, sure. You can come in for 25. What, 25 million? What are you talking about? 25 bucks, Marty? I'm like, well, that's all it takes. That's childish. I'm not interested in anything for 25 bucks. I'm like, well, this is how we're doing it. So you could come in for 100 or 1,000. You want to come in for 10 grand? That's fine. Okay. You could be like Google. Google comes in and they put in like 5 million. Okay. You want to be like Visa, MasterCard? You come in for like 5 million. Okay. This is a little frustrating for them to see our results that 81% are women borrowers, that we have, 5 million borrowers in 90 countries, and that we have hit the $2 billion mark. And you'll see that badge, on my profile at Kiva. You'll see the $2 billion club badge is over. That's done with. I did that already. And then you'll see the road to 3 billion. I'm on the road to 3 billion. Who are we helping? Women, refugees, climate threatened people, marginalized U.S. entrepreneurs. Yes, we focus on the United States too. I have a lot of angry, pissed off people like, well, look, dude, I'm not giving all my money to Africa and Indonesia and Asia. I'm like, bro, we do loans here for marginalized U.S. people too. You want a loan in the U.S.? I'm part of a construction company in Little Rock, Arkansas, owned by a Mexican-American immigrant. He wanted 10 grand. You want to do the U.S.? That's cool. You want to do South America? That's cool too. Okay. So we are moving it around. And as I said, the impact goals that we have by 2028 is we're going to reach 4 million unbanked women. We're going to reach 350,000 refugees and 500,000 climate threatened people. These are our goals for 2028, and 15,000 marginalized U.S. entrepreneurs. A lot of times with our loans, you'll see they're Capital One 2 times back. Their Coca-Cola Foundation. I just did 2 loans for women in Vanuatu, an island out in Polynesia in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Coca-Cola Foundation backed. Okay. Take a look at what we're doing here. I think you know this lady. She is a Rotary Club member, Dr. Shannon Stewart. We loaned to her. A lot of people in this club supported Shannon. And she's just a great example. We're at 8 point. This is for last year. Okay. Just for last year. 8.2 million funded. 16,000 lives were touched in America. In Europe, 6,000 lives, 16.2 million funded. In Africa, 38.6 million funded last year, 121,000 lives were touched. And Asia, we're doing about 32 million last year. You can see far and away, Africa is the market leader. I think my portfolio is dominated by Africa, and I'm actually trying to move it around Africa into different countries in Africa, the 55 countries. Find somebody you want to support, make a contribution, get repaid, repeat. That's how it works. Easy to do. Here's that QR code again. If you want to do a snap of this, I'll leave this slide up because I am going to be brief today. I don't want to talk a lot. I want to open up to questions. But if you want to shoot this QR code, we already had Maria said she joined. Somebody shot the thing and joined my team today. Again, you do not need to. You can feel free to monitor, watch, film, and record me for 2 years and watch what I do. before you invest a single dime. Monitor my behavior for 2 years. I don't care. Our club is at almost 200 loans. Patty is the second most ferocious lender in our club. We're at almost 200 loans. My personal portfolio today is at 109 loans across the earth. I'm in about 30, just over 30 countries. Okay. Now, let me talk about some of our social enterprises and move into a different section here with Kiva United States. The reason we work in the United States, guys, is because we have LGBTQIA individuals. We have refugees here. We have immigrants, women, gender nonconforming individuals. We support Black and African American businesses, indigenous people, people of color. These are all the people that we know face the greatest challenges in accessing financial support. And when banks slam the door in your face and tell you to get out, okay, you come to Kiva. And so here we are by the numbers, and you can see, where we're headed for 2028. Also, I would like to say the reason we lend in the United States is because here in the United States, we still have people that are excluded from traditional funding sources like banks and are unable to access the capital they need to grow and start their business. And we do have 46.7 million Americans that live in poverty. And we have members of our club who have contacted us and said, hey, I'm in need. I want to borrow $100 from everybody. And we have lent them that money. Okay. So you don't need to look very far. I've already told you that I'm a bankrupt and a loser. Okay. So you don't need to look very far to see reality. And Kiva Social Enterprises, we are actually looking for impactful businesses. These are typically small and mid-sized businesses, and they're tackling some of the world's biggest problems. And so we'll fund them directly, okay, and try to close this $1.1 trillion financing gap that they face. One of them right now, you may realize and know that today in Cameroon, I'm involved in a $100,000 Empower project. We're raising $100,000. Yesterday, we were at 84% raised. This takes lots of people to come in for $25. It's going to take at least 3,000 people for $25 to do that. Okay. And we're trying to raise up 100,000. I just got done doing 100,000 for solar power and container solar power units in Madagascar. Okay. I've done as much as 500,000 for several other loans in Nigeria, Democratic Republic of the Congo, hundreds of thousands of dollars in Mexico and Kenya. And we also are creating jobs by doing this and helping the world in a lot of other ways. We want you to get involved. Join us. Here you can see us in Mexico City with Kiva Connect. Everything we're doing is green. We have an internship program you could be involved with if you want to. If you don't want to put $25 in or you just don't have it right now, that's fine. We have a review and translation program. A lot of times you'll be reading our pages. We're generally carrying like over 1,000 loans per day. And you'll be like wondering, I wonder who translated this from French or Spanish or Indonesian. Or we have translation people that work with us. So you could be a member like that. Kiva University is part of our outreach program. 86,000 plus students, educators, parents, and alums. And then you can also tap into our toolkits and things like that, or you could just join our team and you'll see one of our many teams here, the Presidential Service Center. Okay, so you could just join our team. We'd love to have you. And we have almost 200 people on our team. Here's Cynthia in Zimbabwe. I'm going to open this up to questions and answers now and to see face-to-face some of the people that we help. In Thailand, I have investments in Thailand. I have investments in Vietnam. I had a fish farm I invested in. The lady lives on a stilt home, bamboo stilts up in the air. She paid the whole investment back. I've already gotten the money back and I've already reinvested it. I'll end today just by saying you can recycle your impact. Remember, Kiva is a loan. It's not a donation. This is not GoFundMe. Okay? You get repaid, you can fund another, or you can extract and take the money out. All right. And I'll give you that QR code one more time there if you'd like to shoot it and come on in. And then just stop presenting and say, I'd like to open it up to any questions.
Yeah, we have Maria. Go ahead, Maria. Oh, you're on mute.
Let me go out and come back in a second, Patty. For some reason, it looks like my camera is not on today. I don't know why that is.
It was before.
Oh my goodness.
It was before, right?
Yes, Jeannie. How are you?
I think you might want to put her audio on the Google Meet. I can hear her in Clubhouse, Patty, but not in the Google Meet.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I did have my mic off. I have to keep my mic on for that. There you go, Jean. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I know we heard you on Clubhouse, but go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. I'm happy to repeat. I just wanted to thank Marty for the fantastic presentation, but it isn't just a presentation. It truly is speaking from the heart. It is speaking, giving people hope and the possibilities and believing in their dreams. Truly, you could take this to the bank, so to speak, and recognize that you have alternatives and there is nothing to be embarrassed about. We all go through life circumstances that we are broken down, and this is an opportunity that is not defining who you are, and it's building your dream, building your legacy. So by all means, take advantage of this opportunity. Marty, we're not able to naturally see on Clubhouse the QR code, if you will, and what you have. Is there an alternative where you could post this for people?
Yeah, I did put it in WhatsApp. And if anybody contacts me and just says, hey, man, shoot that over to me again, I'm happy to send it to you. And if anybody's looking for money, I'm happy to send that to you as well. The only thing I would say is be very careful. Do not, if you live outside of the United States, do not make the mistake of going on to kiva.org and filling out the application, because it IP senses where you're at and it knows that you're applying, from Burkina Faso. So, when I send you the WhatsApp, I even have it circled with red and a big arrow. If you live outside of the United States, you have to go through one of our accredited lenders in your country. And we're not in every country in the world. There's 205 countries and territories. We're only in close to 80 countries. So your country may not be lending right now, or we may have 5-6 lenders in your country. Okay. Like India, we're lending all over again. We have all brand new loans in India, and everybody's super excited.
Perfect. Oh my gosh. Good information. I'm going to go ahead and hand this right back to you, Patty.
Well, Maria was in line, and then we're going to go to Quanta after Maria. Go ahead, Maria. Over to you. You're still on mute. I'm not sure what's happening. You're on mute.
I can actually showcase my international investment portfolio. So when you come in, you'll see me, and you'll notice it's Marty Mongiello. He lives in Grover. Yep, the Presidential Center. Yep, there's our web address, and you'll see all of my current loans. I mentioned yesterday that Felicia and Auntie in Liberia. We're 100% funded. Hopefully, with any luck today, I'm going to hit 100% on Woki. Musu is sucking wind a bit. She's also in Liberia. And what I'll do sometimes is go in and I'll pump these up and crank them up and blow them out all over Facebook and ask for help on X. And, you know, here's the M Power. I mentioned 100,000. Quanta, if you have your question ready, go ahead anytime.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, at almost 80, my brain is working about 25%. So I'm trying to get everything understood what you said. Now, with the 25% brain, I have a question. I was looking, you know, Kiva, I've known about this almost like 20 years, actually, but I didn't do anything about it. But how do you, do they have different types of loans, I think, like peer-to-peer or something? And then there's some that you pay the money, but the interest is taken by the organization for their administrative function. In other words, you don't get an interest. So I don't know if there are different types. So when you said that you give 25 and then you get back 50, I don't know how that worked.
So, like, let's say today you were to come in on this one that I'm showing right now. Let's say your heart is touched by Empower and what they're doing in Cameroon. And you go down to the statistics. You want to see what's going on. So you never make interest. You make no money on this. You would put $25 in, they would pay you back, and you would make a decision to yourself, I want all my cash back, you know, because I'm greedy, or I want to reloan that amount of money a second time to somebody else. This is where your money doubles and now becomes 50 because you got all your money back. You made a $25 commitment to the earth and to the human race, and you're deciding, I got all that money back, I'm just going to relend it. And now it becomes 50, it doubles. And the more times you do that, now you've impacted the earth with $50, and you get that back, and you say, I'm going to lend this money again and again and again and again and again and again. And so this is where you start doubling. Now on this particular, and some people are very persnickety, I do not do any loans with anybody who does not have a lending partner. You are going to be monitored. You are going to go into an office. You are going to submit paperwork. You are going to be seen. You are going to be photographed, okay? Like these guys up here at Empower. So when you see anything on here at Kiva and it says it doesn't have a lending partner and they didn't go into an office anywhere, I personally avoid it like the plague. I want nothing to do with it. Okay.
Okay, so you're saying that the $25 that you give and then you give it back, the impact of lending to different people is what you are calculating, not necessarily your money is increasing. That's
right, yeah, because you make no money on Kiva.
Okay, okay, now I understand.
Making money and profiting is forbidden.
Okay, I got you.
And giving money as a donation is forbidden. So this is very different philosophy. This is not GoFundMe. We're not donating money to anybody. We're loaning money. We're getting it back. Okay.
I got you.
And here their detailed repayment schedule you can see is going to be 25 grand. It's going to go out to 2026. Okay. So I do like to look at, and I control, and anybody that's a member of our portfolio, they can recommend at any time they want, hey, Marty, I was looking at, you know, this particular project, and I really think it would be a good one for us to do. And let me show you why, because it's in Turkey. And I have a real aficionado and my heart for Turkey, Marty. And so I went in and Marty, there's all these loans open in Turkey today. And I have lots of loans in Turkey.
Oh, wow.
And Marty, I was in there controlling, like you said, I only wanted to work with partners. So I clicked on partner and it shrunk down. It Yeah, because we're not doing private. I only work where the person has gone in to meet our partner. Okay. And we can sort other things. We can say, look, I really want my cash back quick.
Oh my God, that's my people.
8 months or less, or I want to crank the risk
And
rating
the
up.
matching partners also, Marty.
Yep,
That's really nice.
Match loans, risk rating, default rate. Right now, we have a default rate of 96.34% on Earth.
Oh my Lord.
So, I mean, 96.34% of our loans go through and get paid back. Our default rate is so low; it's like about 3.6%.
Kiva.
We have
So
a
did you go to kiva.org? Is that how you did it? Let me see.
I'll send you my link to join my team.
Oh.
Yeah, I want you to join my team. And if you see something in Turkey that you like and you want the club to jump on it and get on it, all you have to do is just say, hey, Marty, it really touched my heart. Like, pick one of these that looks interesting to you.
Can I create my own team?
You can.
Yeah, I think I want to create my own team.
You can. Next question, I think, was Maria.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead, Maria.
Oh, yes. Okay, good. Awesome. Martin, I'm so curious. How can it, if I put $25 in, I get repaid for that project, and then I decide to let the money stay in the system, right?
Yes.
And so who is supporting and doubling my investment? Because it doesn't seem like you have high interest, or how's that working? I'm just really, really curious.
So take a look at each loan. Let's take a look now here at Sedafar. Let's take a look at her. She's 55 years old. She's a high school graduate, has 3 kids. Her husband's a factory worker. Okay. But let's go down here to the bottom. She had to go in and talk with Grameen. Grameen is doing very well in Turkey. We call them TGMP, Turkish Grameen Microfinance Program. Okay. She went in and they're very focused on Syrian refugees and underserved Turkish women. They work in a lot of rural areas, but let's look at the mechanics of her loan.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
She's on a 13-month repayment. Okay, that's not bad for me, but maybe for you, you don't like it. Her payment schedule is monthly. Our farmers, I'm going to tell you right now, farmers, the repayment schedule is going to be sporadic. Disbursement date has already occurred, October. The funding model is flexible. This is a big warning sign to me right here. Will the partner, TGMP, cover currency loss? I'm lending in US dollar. You may decide, Maria, because you live in Stockholm as well as California, maybe you decide to use an EU fund or an EU bank, and from your Barclays account, you lend in euro. Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, is the partner going to cover the currency loss? You know, there's obviously between Turkish currency and the euro or the US dollar, there could occur during that 13 months a fluctuation of the valuation of the dollar.
Yeah, right.
And
right.
in the past, I have lost like $1.10 or 80 cents. The worst I think it ever was $2.30. Okay. It is possible. They're warning you. Now, sometimes, and you may want to make this, Maria, one of your caveats, because Maria, the way she works, this is just how she works. She will not do any loan for a partner that's not covering. So when you go in there to look, you're going to mark that as one of your rules. I don't work with anybody who doesn't have a partner. I don't work with anybody who's not in a group. I love groups because when you have a group of people, one of them gets sick, the other ones pay back the loan.
Yeah.
And I don't work with anybody who doesn't cover currency loss. This might just be Maria's. Now let's look at the lending partner. I also want to look at the strength and solidity of the lending partner. Here's TGMP. their profitability, which is return on assets, their delinquency rate, very important to me. It's less than 1%.
And so that's what I don't understand, because how can I, if I reinvest, how does my $25 become 50? Because how's that?
It
Who
is
is paying that extra?
it's based on just your behavior on earth. You put the $25 in, you get it back. And now you say, I want to reloan that and I want to do it a second time. The same money.
It's a system that is, so the system itself is just help. It's not another person.
Right. You're not making any money. You're not allowed to make money on Kiva. It's Maria's personal clock in her head. You could have just given $25 on GoFundMe as a donation to this woman. God bless her, and been done with it and never seen your cash again. But with Kiva, you're getting your money back.
Right. But so if I invest 25 and then it increased to 50, if I reinvest, and then it increased to 100, and then I decide I want to have the 100. I cannot, because I can only have my 25 that I initially put in, right? Or
that's right. It's going to keep track for you and keep adding up how much money you have.
But
that would be the most that you could ever get back. You could take all your money out. Yes.
My $25 that I initially.
Or you could be an animal like me. I mean, I've got thousands of dollars that I've put into Kiva.
Okay. And can you just retract that money?
Yeah,
because
I can pull it out anytime I want. Yep.
But then you are making money in the system.
No, I'm only able to get back what I put in. I'm not allowed to profit. You're not allowed to make any profit in Kiva. I would only get back what I put in.
Exactly. So you only get out the 25 that you initially put in.
That's right.
Yes. So if you put in 1,000 and then over the years you see how you can help other people more and more, but you could only retract what you initially actually put in.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, this is not Morgan Stanley. It's not Mercury Finance. It's none of those. Yeah.
Right.
So basically, Marty, is it fair to say, for clarity, I understand it, but just to do a little role play here, to be fair, it's a non-for-profit bank, and you're the bank because it's micro. So, instead of giving you money and never seeing it again, it's like wearing a shirt and throwing it away, or wearing a shirt, putting it in the, cleaning it and wearing it again. You could keep using the same $25 to help a lot of people, to lend a lot of people, not just once. And you're not giving it away either. You could always say, you know what? I don't want to keep giving that $25 away. So I'm going to take it home now. I'm going to put it in my wallet and buy myself something. So you become a bank, but you become a non-for-profit bank. So you're an investor, but you're a non-for-profit investor. So this is really for people like us who are philanthropic at heart, who are, doing volunteer stuff, and we want our money to go a long way. We're not looking for monetary return. We're just looking to do good in the world. And that same $25, opposed to just giving it and never seeing it again, you could keep using it. And then, because I'm also can't help myself because I love to help. When I see the stories, that's what really gets me. There I am. When you see the stories, and sometimes I'm like, I have the money available. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, I already did it once before. So now I have 50, and then I get the 50 back, and now I can help 2 different people or help one person for 50. And it just feels good. So you become basically a non-for-profit micro lender. You become a bank with no money in return.
Right. But you can only extract the money that you originally put in.
That's right.
So the money that is increasing it's only in the system. I cannot withdraw that and to myself.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
You can just only withdraw what you've invested.
Okay.
And you can see here my portfolio distribution across the world.
Yeah.
And you'll get all of these statistics. This is all built for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to go back to just looking at that lending partner again. You can see all of them here. These are all the lending partners that I've worked with. BRAC is very famous. BRAC is doing a fantastic job. ID Ghana is excellent.
So what you're actually building is just your own credibility, and that's why the money
And
is
technically, I'm sorry to interrupt. Technically, portfolio. It's not fraudulent. It is an investment. So it is a portfolio. Like my portfolio is pretty big, but it's the same money that just keeps being recycled.
Yeah.
We have a little time left. Can Mark and I say
Thank you.
something?
Yeah, please. The next
Thank you
question.
very much.
You're welcome.
Mark, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say something. Two things. I remember my first club I was in, the Charlotte International Club. We started with Kiva back in 2011. I think they're still doing it, and they're putting club funds into that. It's a really good thing. They even have a chair for Kiva in their club who manages their Kiva account and keeps the club up to date. So that's really just to put another perspective on it. It's been going on for a long time. The other thing I wanted to mention is a very simple way to explain the rolling of the money. It's like if I spend $25 and I go out to dinner, I can eat the food only once. But if I take the $25 and I put it into Kiva, the person who gets it can make money and go out to dinner and then give it back. And then the next person goes, how many dinners did you make with that $25? You can make a lot of dinners out of $25. Whereas if you just ate the money, went out and eat for dinner, then it's money only one time. So that's where you really multiply the benefit of the money that you're putting in.
That's a beautiful way to put that.
Yeah, that was good.
And a lot of people have never seen this type of information at this detail. They've mentioned to me the only time I've ever seen charts like this, Marty, is when I'm watching Billions and they have all those computer screens at that hedge fund on the the show called Billions. These people have like these very detailed screens where they're monitoring stocks and all types of stuff, and it's pretty mind-blowing to see. And the level of information I would just like to end with today, is mind-numbing. How much information is available here? You can see the partners, gender, sector, activity. But one thing I would like to do is I would like to just take a second to go back to Turkey, because I have loans in Turkey in sewing centers and all types of stuff. And I would like to go back into Asedafer there. And I would like to go back into even more data that I use to make my decision. Again, I would like to finish looking at Turkish Grameen Microfinance Program. We call them TGMP. And I would go down here to the lending partner, and I would say, I want to see more about what these clowns have done in Turkey before I tell anyone I'm doing anything. They've been with us for 40 months. They've done 8,545 loans. The loans right now that they've done with us is close to 3 million. This is interesting data to see. What is the delinquency rate? Marty said it was less than 1%. That's pretty friggin' good. Okay. The loans at risk, less than 1%. That's pretty damn good stats. I'm not a banker. I'm not a hedge fund owner. I'm not an expert. But that's pretty good. Okay. And then if I say, let me see the rest of their data stacked up against all Kiva partners. Okay. I want to see how they measure up. I can see all that. Inactive loans, okay, paying back loans, okay. I can see the default rate is 0. All Kiva partners is 1.83%. But for these guys, it's 0. Okay. Loan delinquency, loans defaulted, 0. Number of ended loans that defaulted, 0. Okay, I'm pretty impressed, okay? I'm pretty impressed. Currency exchange loss rate, very high. Turkish, watch out. If you're not ready to lose like $1.10 or something, don't go in on this loan. This is all personal decisions. I cannot tell you what to decide. Okay, who is in charge here? I want to know. Okay, yeah. Beza Selik, Bilge Dundar, Tulkagunner. Okay, yeah. I want to see. You want to see who these people are? You can go in and do all that. You can contact them. You can write to them. Okay, you can send them a message. All that information is available. How about their website? I want to rip their website down. Okay, go into their website. Okay, go in and take a look at what they're doing, and let me make sure that I'm sharing that tab for you, so you can go in and take a look at all of this stuff, guys, right there. When you click and go in, there's the lending partner. And there is all their information that I was talking about. So you can definitely make an informed decision. Any other questions? Did I skip somebody or not answer somebody, or somebody had a question about Kiva?
No, it was answered while I had it, but then you answered it without me asking.
Okay, beautiful. So yeah, Turkey is awesome, and invest in Turkey, guys.
I was born and raised in Istanbul.
I know, and you're going back again.
Yeah, I don't, if I can, I don't know. I don't feel too confident to go in the winter time. We'll see. I probably will cancel now that I've seen the president, I don't need to go to see her in Istanbul.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for having me today, and back over to you, Patty.
And I'm just gonna not share the screen, but play the song. See if you hear it. It will be a closing song. I think we can now close up the meeting. It's at the top of the hour. We had a wonderful presentation. All the information you could find on our website, which I shared at the beginning of the meeting here in our chat. And you could always reach out to any of us. Again, we thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the questions. Congratulations, Istiak and Paul Brandis, again, for winning the votes. Istiak is our new president for 2026 and 2027. Our president-elect is out of town, but she'll be joining us on the next board of directors meeting. It will be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, November 23rd. But don't worry, you don't have to write it down, because I'll be sending out an invitation and a reminder. And those are also public meetings. You just won't be able to vote on anything. However, you could definitely come and join the conversation. So I thank you for that. And I'm going to now play the song. Hopefully you could hear it and you could just leave quietly. It's about 2.5 minutes and I'll be wrapping it up. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day. Can you hear it?
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Patty. Thank you.
Thank you, Marty.
Thank you, Marty.
Are we having another meeting, board meeting or something? No? Patty, can you hear me? I guess not. I don't hear any music.
You hear it? No?
No? I
Hey,
didn't know. It
Wanda.
looked like you're dancing without music.
Oh, no, you can't hear it? Okay.
And Istiak, congratulations.
Thank you again, Shankar. Thank you again.
Please let me know how I can help you along the way.
Of course, of course. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Konda, good night, Konda. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Together we shine in the spirit of service. future is ours.
Oh yeah,
to
we got it
design.
now.
Okay. Hey, you know, this is
From education to health and peace, our mission is love, our work will never cease. Empowering lives one step at a time. With every project, we're building a climb. Rotary, we're united for a better world ignited. Together we'll rise, together we'll shine. In the spirit of service, the future is ours to design. With every smile, we break down walls. In every heart that calls, service calls. We light the way, we'll never fall. With Rotary strength, we can't stand tall. Rotary, we're united for a better world ignited. Together we'll rise, together we'll shine. In the spirit of service, the future is ours to design. So let's come together, hand in hand, for a brighter future across this land. With the Rotary Club, our dreams take flight, building a legacy shining so bright.
People love
okay. There
your
you go. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day.
Thanks, Patty. Very nice song.
Thank you. Thank you. And we'll get the timing right eventually. I'm going to stop recording. I'll edit
Yeah.
the, yeah.
Shankar, if you want to